the South from West Virginia on down is so full of the music that defines this country that it's easy for some places to get left out. Like South Carolina, there's a lot to talk about in South Carolina too, but it tends to get left out because Georgia figures so massively and Tennessee figures so massively. But Western North Carolina, that's the bluegrass thing. That's, you know, that's Doc Watson. Doc Watson's a titan, and Woody Guthrie would have told you so, and he's as good as American music gets. Hello, my name is John Darnielle. I am the singer from the Mountain Goats and sometime guitarist and pianist. Durham, North Carolina has been my home since 2003. Over here you got Matt Douglas, proudly representing Raleigh on the guitar, alto sax, tenor sax, Nord, piano. Am I missing something? Barry on occasion, but it's so amazing to see. So like everybody else, hearing John Coltrane's music, I think, is one of the most definitive American musical experiences you can have. I remember, I'm sure I had heard it before somewhere. My dad was a jazz pianist, but I remember being 19 and having a job with an okay paycheck and going to Tower Records in Southern California and going, well, it's time to learn more about John Coltrane. So I bought Impulse, had just repressed a bunch of stuff. No, I think I bought My Favorite Things first, right? Which I loved to pieces, but the next visit, next paycheck, I got Love Supreme and Impressions on the same night, right? And those, they were life-changing. It was like really, you know, that's some of the greatest music ever made, right? And then I moved to North Carolina 25 or 30 years later and realized that Coltrane's from out here, so is Monk, so are a lot of other big jazz people. So when this thing came up, they said, where do you want to shoot it? I said, well, where's Coltrane from? I thought he was from Henderson most of my life. I don't know why. But I looked it up, turns out he's from here. And then I looked it up, oh, there's a big train depot there, let's do that, right? So here we are. 1, 2, 3, and...
It's so hard to be yourself. The human element drags you down. Lead a solitary life if you can. Try not to show your face in town. Let the rumors find such bridges as they may. Open up the variables. Find a way, make it real. Make a deal until my protector comes. It's so hard to get revenge when you've already seen the inside. Try to navigate the turns as best you can. Headed on down the slide. Good friends are where you find them. People talk all kinds of trash. Never you mind them, make it real. Make a deal until my protector comes. Huge wings blotting out the sun. Remembering everyone. It's gonna be so hard to look away. You gotta be strong in the face of suffering. And cut a good figure just in case somebody's watching. Even when it ends up meaning nothing. Let the breezes spread such scandal as they may. Maybe Boris Vallejo paints the back of your head someday. Make it real, make a deal until my protector comes. Yeah.
never loved a place like I love my home in Durham, and it's such an honor to have y'all here. Like literally never. When I left California in 1995, leaving California is a whole thing. Like most writers can't shut up about leaving California. It's a whole thing. But for me, this is the spot. Thank you for being here. So I come from a divorced house, right? And children of divorce often are more, they know what moving is earlier than most of y'all do, right? It's like many kids, by the time I was at my third elementary school, I would ask kids where they were from. They didn't ask other people where they're from because they were all from the same place, right? And yeah, I knew what it was like to move around. My children are 7 and 4 and don't even know what moving is, right? And that's a big thing for me. Is like North Carolina is the place where I was finally able to stand still and be still. And stillness is a great gift. So.
When the house lights all go dark, I shuffle on down to the park. Spread stars in the winter sky. Days of refuge in short supply. All you parasites climb aboard. All you vagabonds praise the Lord. When the compost pile grows high, climb to the top if I try. Long-haul truckers still wide awake, guard their pathways for Jesus' sake. All you garbage trucks to the curb. True sons of the living word. Try not to get stuck in the intake vent. Grow fat and grow old and go blind and be content. All you pack dogs, have your say. Let me just find my own way. The moon in the tree is my guide. Walk with my jaw hinged wide. Once more unto the breach. Safe in the spots that the light can't reach.
This is, I mean, you're talking to a hermit is the thing. It's very hard to get me out of the house. So when we talk about community, I feel so at home, but I only see my friends if they come over, right? And but the thing is, it's they have been so welcoming. The people I make music. I met Matt through Brandon, actually, who was our producer, and he said, "Oh, I know a guy who actually lives in Raleigh, who does woodwinds arrangements. If you wanted that," I said, "I do." And Matt, for me, personifies what I've experienced in meeting North Carolina musicians, is that they're incredibly giving of their time and themselves, and they have a very understanding tone to their pedagogy, right? And that's the thing, is like you go to Nashville, there's a lot of amazing Nashville dudes, and they will let you know that they are amazing too, right? And in North Carolina, there is something very understated and more about the music than about making a name for yourself. It seems, I mean, I don't trust the word authentic under any circumstances, but it does seem authentically musical to me, which is pretty amazing. So. But then again, as I say, I don't leave the house. It took a lot to get me here. So.
Down at the end of a bond out street, the shell of a house where my friends and me used to meet. Someday the old flesh will give way to the new. Find a functioning mirror inside and slip right through. And there I'll be. And who's coming with me to show me my one true face? When I arrive at my preordained place. Chain of command, maybe 10 years long. I emerge in Manhattan, still young and strong. Someday the hellhound will pick up the scent on the trail, zero in on my penthouse, and then pierce the veil. And there I'll be. And who's coming with me to show me my one true face? When I arrive at my preordained place. Hopeless but free, lit up like a marquee over the freeway. Where does the long trail end? Here with my new friend. Fruits of the spirit, heavy on the vine, undying hunger, deep in the bloodline. Dodge the hook like a steelhead, swim right through the night. Break the surface and rise like a geyser when my time is right. And there I'll be. And who among you, who's coming with me to show me my one true face? When I arrive at my preordained place. When I arrive. Yeah.
For me, it is this is where my children were born. This is where I established became part of a musical community that I really felt I belonged to. And for me, Durham is the place where I have felt rooted pretty quickly after we got here. And I had a funny instance on Facebook with a friend where I often feel like I don't want to speak as if I had standing to talk about this being where I'm from, because it's not, because I've only been here for 15 or 16 years, right? And my friend Aiden said, "You're from here now." It was a great moment for me. So. 1, 2, 3, and. No one knows where the lone wolf sleeps. No one sees the hidden treasure in the castle keep. No one learns the secret name. No one burns in the absent flame. No one broke D.B. Cooper's fall. No one hopes to hear the bagman call. Children piping in the main square, but no one's dancing. No one's dancing down there. The river goes where the water flows, but no one knows when the back cave flows. The river goes where the water flows, but no one knows when the back cave flows. No promise sweeter than a blood pact. Nothing harder to go through it than a vanishing act. No morning colder than the first frost. No friends closer than the ones we've lost. Nothing sharper than a serpent's tooth. Nothing harder than the gospel truth. Though you repent and don sackcloth and try to make nice, you can't cross the same river twice. The river goes where the water flows, but no one knows when the bat cave closed. The river goes where the water flows, but no one knows when the bat cave closed. There's a club where you'd like to go. You could meet someone who's lost by